if there's a bear here and it actually wants to kill me, there's not much I can do. And like, I'm on all this grass right now, so it's real cold. It's cold, but like, it's also noisy. You can hear every time I take a step. What is that over there? I think I can get back up those stairs if I need to. Okay, I found a path. This is just the mulch path that goes back to our regular house. But, still pretty fucking scary. It doesn't mean that there's no bears. If there are bears, fuck, dude. Fuck, that startled me. That light just turned on for no reason. It's very helpful, but now I might get caught. Also, it scared me. I'm almost by the water, which is gonna be my destination. I'm getting real close there. Okay, so I don't really need to whisper anymore, but it feels weird to talk out loud. 'Cause I'm in the mood of, fuck, scary, I need to hide. I'm in that mood. Shit, man. Okay, yeah, I think they're motion sensor activated lights, so I'm gonna go ahead and hide down here so my shadow's not fucking everywhere. 'Cause I don't want big light, you know, I'm not interested in that. I'm not going all the way down to the water, 'cause I really don't want to get caught. Well, actually, I might. I'll see. I seriously doubt my parents are gonna be looking out the windows right now, so I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna go for it, see if I can make it. Light turn on right about now-ish or something. Or maybe not. Yep, there we go. Hopefully, I'm gonna wait and see if it turns off. If it turns off, I'm gonna go out to the edge, right over there. And on the edge, the water's right here. Okay, this is great. This is where I want to be. There may be bears up in that direction, if you can see the moon or the sky or anything, which I kind of doubt that you can, because this video is real fucking dark. But I just want to talk. Because this vacation's made me think, you know, whenever you have a long period of time where you're fucking doing nothing, you have nothing left to do but breathe and think. So, I feel like there's some shit I need to say. I don't know. I don't even know if this will make it on camera. Maybe just my daring escape into the night. But I've been feeling some feelings lately, and, feelings are a difficult thing. I've been in a lot of places in my life, and maybe I can tell the whole story, maybe not. I'll have to wait and see, but because it is a long story. I'm gonna just kind of try to sum things up. So, background information. The time and place is summer 2017. Place is my fucking home, obviously, but basically I was in a relationship with a girl, didn't work out, yada yada yada. She foolishly and naively she promised that she'd get back together with me, and foolishly and naively I believed her, and of course that didn't come to pass because it never does, and I spiraled into a stupid depression, and the symptoms were pretty much consistent with what it was. It was situational, you know. It wasn't the fucking mental disorder. It was a mood, but it was a mood that lasted a long time, and it was for stupid reasons, you know. But it was situational. It had a cause and effect. It was pretty simple. You know, I wanted this girl to like me. I kind of made that the crux of my existence. And that didn't happen. I didn't know what the fuck else to do. But it wasn't really like the end of the world, because I still had some great ideal, as delusional as it was, to strive for, which was, I want to get this fucking girl, and then everything's gonna be perfect. It's wrong, but at least it's like something that I believed in, right? And then that basically continues until about the summer of 2018. It's kind of on and off. There are times when I'm like, you know what, I think I'm better. I don't think I'm depressed anymore. And then, it kind of comes back. But, 2018, that summer, finally, I'm on my own. That summer break, this girl, she's going to a different school anyway, so, at this point, so you know what, it's all cool. The depression goes away, and I think that really the turning point was, I was just at this movie theater with a lot of my friends, we were just there chilling out watching The Incredibles 2, and I felt so happy. For the first time in such a long time, I felt fucking happy. Really happy and really grateful for my friends. And that summer I was doing some thinking about how grateful I was to have the friends that I had, and I'd been getting into a lot of self-help stuff, and so I started coming up with all these plans for, I'm actually going to start taking a shower every day, brushing my teeth every day, I'm going to start trying to actually eat 3 meals a day, all this kind of basic shit that sometimes teenagers have down, but sometimes they don't. I wanted to actually get it down, and that summer, that was the summer I dyed my hair, it was a new me. I was finally out of my depression. I was trying to make something of myself. I had faith in myself for the first time in fucking forever. I was doing shit. I was going places, not really, but I was actually brushing my teeth every morning. I was taking my medicine, I was doing all that shit that I'd been neglecting to do for so long. I was finally trying, because I finally thought, what, there actually is value in a lot of this stuff, and maybe it's all this stupid routine. I don't need it for my epic special life, but it's you do need to brush your teeth every morning, and maybe I'll start, why am I saying so much? Maybe I'll start flossing soon. Maybe not the Fortnite dance, the actual routine thing, flossing. Maybe I'll actually start that soon, all this shit. I was finally getting the hang of a little bit, just a little bit. And of course I went back to school, but I was more confident than I'd been in such a long time. I was readier to take on all these new tasks, to really live a lifestyle that I wanted to live, to be the honest person I wanted to be, to take on some responsibility, to ask the questions I need to ask, to stand up for what I want to stand up for, and speak out for what I want to speak out for. All these things. Things were kind of rolling along nicely, I even, early on in the school year, even got in a relationship with a girl, and it wasn't exactly good. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. And it ended pretty poorly, and it made me feel like shit a lot of the time. But the thing was, I could deal with it. I could actually deal with it and move on, and things were all kind of good. And, that just kind of continued. Things kind of continued to be that way. I'd go through all these struggles, things that would really hurt, but I could deal with it because the counterbalance was there. The other weight, the happiness, the pleasure, the being able to hang out with friends and spend time with them and be honest and do good in the world, and maybe little by little get things done. Things are starting to actually kind of turn out real nicely, and things were continuing like that. It was I'd have all these aches and pains and anxieties. I felt uncomfortable a little bit all the time, shaking, I'm so worried about how this is going to turn out. But half of that was anxiety, half of that was excitement, I was genuinely excited to see what I could make of myself. I was genuinely excited to go through my day, maybe not be the biggest, loudest person there was, but genuinely excited to go out there and do the stuff I was supposed to. Fuck, my foot's cramping. Fuck. Oh god, my whatever the tendon in your arch is called just cramped the fuck up. That's why you don't sit crisscross applesauce, kids. But what was I saying? just pop my neck there. Okay, so things were going well. And year turns, it's 2019 now. Things are going okay. But when I get back from winter break, get back to school, it's like, I expected to kind of recover. And I didn't. Shit's still fucking hard. Okay, well, I'll deal with it till the end of the school year. It'll be fine. So I did. Do that echo. I can't do that free. I can't do that free. I can't do high frequencies here. It's gonna echo. It's gonna wake people up. Okay, so what was I saying? I continued, I like basically just carrying on, but things were getting harder, just a little bit harder each and every day. And over the next few months, every now and then I'd get the bad feelings. But I could deal with them. That spring break when I went on vacation, I was feeling very angry, not like enraged, but just very frustrated, very indignant about stuff. And that indignation, it's always been one of my driving emotions. This whole, you fucking kidding me with this stupid bullshit, that kind of mood. But I was feeling extra indignant, extra spiced up, extra angry. And I went on that spring break vacation, the same place we always go every goddamn spring break for almost 10 years now. It's just been the same place, the same beach every single year. But I went and I wrote some depressing, angry songs about it. My life continued. I could deal with it still. And then the months afterwards, until that summer break, things just started to get even more difficult. I saw myself and felt myself starting to become more and more cynical in general. I started resenting other people a lot. Like, one of my best friends, I started really disliking him because he told the same old jokes, the same old unfunny jokes. The memes I was looking at just seemed to be getting worse and worse by the second. Everything seemed to be getting so much less, valuable than it was. I was getting really grumpy and really cynical and really bitter, just in general. And, well, good for me, I had my first therapy session last April, I should say, by this point. And I've been doing therapy for the last 6 months, and while it hasn't helped me improve tremendously, it's helped, I guess, develop my conscience a little bit more. It hasn't made that much of a difference, though, I can tell you that. It all depends on the therapist you have, and the specific experiences, it's very case by case. But I proceeded into the summer, having finished the school year, very lazily, minimal effort. I mean, that's generally my goal, is I want to do school with minimal effort, so I can use my effort on, my effort, my intelligence, my energy, and my time on other things. And then, that summer, things are going okay. Everything's at the point where it's okay. Sometimes I get the bad moods, but they always kind of go away after a while, I can always deal with them while they're there, right? So that summer's going on. My mentality was, okay, you know what? This year leading up till now, this was the year that all that self-help has really come into play. I've started actually building up a routine. I've really been going at it. I've been trying to make something of myself. Now, here's the summer. I have a big break, lots of open space. It's time to recuperate from everything I lost, and hit things harder than ever this summer. I'm actually gonna fucking go out and make epic content, dude. I'm gonna actually go out and make content, write some music, actually get this shit recorded, I finally finish some of this stuff. I'm gonna get this stuff done. I'm gonna do it. And of course that summer, I didn't do any of it. I was just as unproductive as I was the rest of the school year. Excuse me. With the difference that I had a bunch of free time to watch more shit. And listen to more music. So I wasn't really getting stuff done. But the summer wasn't so bad. And then July hit. And early on in July, a few days in, I just get this really strange, depressed feeling out of fucking nowhere, like nothing's worth it. And, it's just one night where suddenly everything just seems so pointless. And it really upsets me, and I try to do what I can. I try to look up, a Jordan Peterson video to help me figure this out, to help me puzzle through it, because that kind of stuff helped before. I talked to my friend about it. And, I'm saying, hey, man, this is how I'm feeling. God, I just, can I get some love or something? And, she's great. She helps a little bit. Helped me just get to sleep that night. But the dread was still there in the morning. The same fucking dread of this shit isn't worth it, man. It feels like not because it ends. It's not that. See, here's the common existential dilemma, right? Is everything pointless because it's all going to end, or is everything pointless because fuck was I thinking? I forgot how I was going to word it. But the dilemma is, so right, things are fleeting, they die. Things live and things die. Nothing lasts forever, right? So is everything pointless because nothing lasts forever? Or is everything pointless because it does last forever, and it does last at all? Do things last too much or not long enough, right? It's that kind of... And so, when it comes to the dilemma of, everything's meaningless because in the end we all die, in the end the universe goes away, all that, I've never had a problem with that. I've never had a problem with that, ever. Because here's the thing, it's what's the point in thinking about, oh no, everything's gonna fucking end, therefore it's not worth it. It's literally, that point in and of itself is inane, and to me it seems kind of just unnecessary, because here's the thing. What that means is if we have a finite amount of time, that amount of time is quantifiable. You can actually attach value to it. If everything's infinite, then you can never take any part of it and attach value to it. The fact that things are finite allows us to appreciate the present moment. The most important time, the most valuable time is right now, right here, right now. Right here, right now. And it's because it's not going to last. That's why, right? That's why it's so valuable right here, right now. Because right here, right now, we can actually understand. The future, we can't understand, right? It's like infinity. If everything lasted forever, right here, right now, wouldn't matter, because it would just happen again an infinite amount of times. Who gives a shit if you miss the moment? It's gonna happen again. But the fact that things don't happen again, the fact that things do end, means you better be paying attention. It's okay if you miss things from time to time, but you better be watching, because there are moments and you don't want to miss them, because those moments are valuable. And so I've always been able to think through that, and I've always been able to consider, it's all cool, it's all okay, because it's right here, right now. But then I fell for the other dilemma, which was the thing that was getting me that then in July, and it was things end, right? So the present moment is valuable. So what's the fucking point if we just waste the present all the time? Because that's what we're doing. Every moment. We could be spending it doing something better, but we aren't. And to a degree, we can't. So, what the fuck are we supposed to do? It all just seems so meaningless, because we're already wasting the time that we do have. And the time that we do have, how can we spend that the best way that we could? Because there's always going to be some better way to spend it. It's not the lack of infinity that scares me. It's the infinity, the fact that no matter what, there's always an infinite number of options. So, because of that, it's whatever you're doing right now is wrong, right? You're wasting your fucking time, because it doesn't matter. And in the end, you will have found a better way to do it that you wish you would have done anyway. And it's if things don't last forever, then that means we're already just wasting our time. And like, it's that gets me. It's the fact that, my God, I feel so worthless. I just keep spending my time doing fucking nothing. It's this demotivation, this horrible, just, I don't feel like doing anything but watching TV and playing video games. Because I don't. And maybe this is just me being a bullshit teenager who's full of hormones and feeling really stupid and sad and scared and horny and all this fucking stupid bullshit. But it feels like nothing's worth it anymore because I remember what it was. I was playing Minecraft with some friends, and it was like I was finally like, I was like, cool, we're actually, we can do this, we can kind of have fun. And I go out exploring, right? And I've been off for a couple hours, and one of my friends has already, like, when I go out exploring, I'm like, oh, I bet no one's been here yet. He's already fucking, not only has he set up, like, a better house in, like, 10 minutes than it took me 2 hours to build. But he fucking set up, like, nether portals and all this shit. He's probably fucking already slayed the Ender Dragon by then. Has a farm. Basically just has everything about Minecraft down a million times better than I could. I mean, fair enough, he spent more time at it, and that's the value of time in a nutshell. But it just made me realize, what the fuck? Why am I playing this game? He's just gonna get everything done before me. I can't fucking compete with that. What am I supposed to do? And that's the existential dilemma that I can't fucking deal with. It's like what the fuck am I supposed to do if it's all already been done, or if it's all already going to be done? It's like, how the fuck am I supposed to spend my time if it's not gonna make a goddamn difference? I mean in the now. I don't mean infinitely in the future. I'm not fucking talking about some infinity. I'm perfectly at peace with the fact that everything ends. I'm perfectly at peace with the fact that I'm gonna die, everyone around me gonna die. It doesn't fucking matter. No one cares, really, about the end. It's like, it's how we spend the present moment that counts. But how the fuck are we supposed to spend the present moment? It just seems like whatever we do, we could be doing something better. And maybe it's just me being impatient. That's probably what it is. Maybe the underground motivation is just discontentment. But just, it really fucking gets me, man. It really fucking gets me. So on with my story. That July, I have that horrible shit. But it lasts for a week and then it kind of goes away. So that's cool. But then it comes back a week later. And then goes away. Then it comes back like a week later. And then, school starts. 2 days into school, I have a big fucking fight with one of my best friends. Shit sucks. Okay. Whatever. I kind of recover from that. August goes by. Feel shitty from time to time, but when I feel shitty, it's much worse. I can't deal with it this time. It's not like I can feel shitty, but I can still do what I need to do. I can still talk to the people that I love to talk to. I can still make the jokes I love to make. I can still get, stuff done when I want to get it done. It's not that I feel shitty, but I can still keep going as I feel shitty, and it fucking consumes me, and I feel like I can't do anything, and I don't do anything. And then September goes by. We're in October now. It's been the same fucking story, and I've been on vacation. I've been feeling this way pretty much the whole time. I've been trying to make a vlog, right? And it's just, I feel like shit every day. It's like, make a funny joke, I turn on the camera, there's a couple minutes of, it's pretty funny, and then it goes off, and it's just silence. Are we wasting our time? Should I actually be talking to this guy? Should I actually be trying to be friends with him? Because it's just silence. I feel like I should be trying to open up and connect. But I feel like if I do that, I'll lose myself. I feel like if I actually try to talk to people about what I'm going through, it's like it'll be my impulsive need for validation and attention will take over. My impulsive need for, oh, look at how sad I am. Everyone give me attention. That'll take over. But at the same time, I need to open up to other people. I need to actually receive love. But how do I do that without fucking letting the shallow part of me take over? And it's just fucking disgusting. I feel disgusted by myself and by most of the people around me all the time, because there's always something wrong. They should always be doing better than they are now. And maybe I'm just looking at it through the wrong lens. Maybe I'm just looking at it backwards. In fact, that's probably what's going on, but I can't fucking do anything to control it. I don't know what to do. And, like, I've been on vacation. I've just been watching JoJo's with Matt, you know? Playing some video games. Watching Super Mega Game Grumps. I've been laughing enough, but not enough, not as much as usual, but I've been laughing to a degree, but it just sucks, you know? And I've gotten to this point where, like, these depressive episodes have come back like once every week or two, and they've lasted, man. And when I have them, I can't do anything about them. And when they're finally away, I still feel discontent. You know, it's like the opposite of how things were before. Before, I felt generally good all the time. There were times when I felt bad, but that general goodness kept me going, kept me pushing, kept me doing the things I needed to do to survive and to have fun and to actually get things going and get things done. And now it's like the opposite. It's just a general badness. So whenever I do have the good times, whenever I do have good feelings, that badness just gets in the way, and I keep, out of fear, I just keep hiding and keep doing nothing. And I don't fucking know what to do. Maybe this is a step in the right direction. Maybe it's a stumble into the fucking darkness. But I can tell that I'm back in that depressive place. I'm never gonna fucking kill myself, because I made a deal with myself when I first got out of depression. I'm never doing that. I don't give a good goddamn what happens. I'm never making that decision. Never. I don't fucking care. But at the same time, it doesn't fix things. Deciding that I'm never gonna commit suicide doesn't make things better. It doesn't change the fact that I feel depressed a lot, and that gets in the way of what I'm trying to do. And that, like, shit fucking sucks. You know? It doesn't change the fact that I can tell my old impulses of, I want to fucking get on top of the school bus, you know, on the way home. I want to climb out the window and get on top of the bus and just ride around town like that and jump off and jump on the random cars and see where it would take me. It doesn't change the fact that I have those impulsive fantasies, you know? I haven't had those since the last time I was depressed back in 8th grade. It doesn't change the fact that I sometimes have these suicide fantasies, even though I've made this deal that I'm never going to do that. It doesn't matter that I've made that commitment. I still sometimes have this idea of, what if I just dived right off this cliff? That'd be romantic and sensational. But I'm not gonna. You know? I don't know if I want to die. Sometimes I feel like I need a break from life. Sometimes I think, you know, if only I could just fucking go away and legitimately fucking relax, but I can't. The only way to do that would be to actually kill myself. The thing is, you can't come back from that. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem with suicide. It's like most of us who feel like we want to die, we just want a break. We just want a fucking break, but we don't get one. You know? It's like, even if we do have time off, we spend it in our own misery, because we can't fucking figure out what to do. And we can't figure out how to deal with this. We just want a break, man. You know? But then again, if a bear attacked me right now, I would try to do what I could to survive. So I don't want to die. But at the same time, I don't want to be alive right now. I'd rather just take a fucking break. And I don't know if I'll publish this, because this is fucking personal. And most of the time, it's good to keep personal stuff like this to myself, but like I said, I feel like I've been too distant from everyone else. That's the thing, man. It's like, so many of my old friends, like, oh god, back to the story, I guess. Right after 8th grade, that summer, 2018, I realized how many good fucking friends I had from middle school. And I realized, like, I even, like, one night I just wrote them down because I was so fucking grateful to have these people where I had, about 10 people that I know I could trust in any situation. 10 people, just like 10 really close friends that I could talk to, that I could tell about how I feel, that I could be genuine with, that I could ask for a hug from if I really needed it, and they'd probably be willing to give it to me. Just 10 close friends. And, like, I was writing down these names, and I was feeling so good, man. Like, 8th grade was like a journey. We were all, like, our camaraderie, our companionship, we were all, like, our group of friends was, like, becoming tight-knit at the end of 8th grade. 8th grade was a hell of a year, excuse me, man, but I missed it because I was busy feeling depressed. It was a hell of a year. But since then, some of those friends have moved away. Some of those friends I just talk to less, I rarely see. And now it's like, if I had to genuinely think of how many really close friends I had, it's like I can only think of a couple, really just one that I could really talk to about this stuff, because it feels like everything's become so distant, so shallow because of high school. Everything's become so diffused. You get to meet new people, which is really cool. But everything becomes so isolated, too. If you're not in the right circles, your old friends, no matter how good of friends you used to be, they're just fucking gone, dude. They're just fucking gone. But, I just don't talk to people enough. I don't really talk to people enough. I just try to laugh with people. I try to make the jokes. Because the jokes are my only escape, right? And looking back, part of that strength I had in 9th grade was the fact that I talked to people. Maybe not a lot of it, but I could actually open up to people. Hey, I feel like shit today. If you have any advice or anything, if I just want to let you know I'm feeling really bad today. Or maybe I could dole out, like, some actual care and affection. Like, hey, man, just want to let you know we miss you, we care about you. I did that in 9th grade. I did it from time to time. But I let that go. And I think that's it. And I might be wrong. There's a huge chance that I could just be absolutely fucking wrong about all this. That I've falsely identified what it is that I am missing, that's making me like this. And I guarantee you, once that happens, it won't fix me. Only an attitude change can fix me. But maybe doing that can help cultivate a new attitude. Man, long story short, I just miss being happy. I miss being content. So, I'd say I love you, but I don't fucking know who it is watching this. I don't really know what to say. I've kind of talked. I feel like shit. I've been feeling like shit. There are good things every now and then, but none of them really seem to counterbalance the bad. And maybe I have a plan for something I could try to fix that, but I don't fucking know. If I end up posting this on YouTube, if anyone listens to the whole thing, feel free to tell me anything you need, anything you want. Maybe I need help. In fact, I probably do need help, but I've already got a therapist. Whatever advice, whatever words, whatever ideas, I might not listen to it fully, I might not take it seriously, but who's gonna fucking stop you from talking, dude? But, if you're watching this, and you're one of those people that I love, you should know that I love you, but I've probably been forgetting to say it. So, look at the stars, man. Look at the fucking stars. Look at actually, yeah, there's not that much light pollution around here. Jesus Christ. I don't know if you can fucking see that shit. You can see that one for sure. Possibly. That's pretty fucking crazy. Just take a look. I got some really good pictures and videos. Well, mostly videos, because I'm not one of those dweebs that takes pictures where I look like fucking Peter Parker. Jesus Christ. Actually, I do look like Peter Parker. But, yeah. Well, I'm probably gonna regret putting this up based on who watches it, but in the end, people generally don't care, you know? At least not for long, so there's not much to lose.